Well, as you know, I'm really into my eco dyeing, and I wanted to take a little break because I had a really bad rash, real bad reaction to a plant, and I wasn't even doing my dyeing. It was working in my yard. But anyway, I didn't want to get any more plants on me that might reactivate my rash that I had. So I decided, why not go for the rest? Yeah, let's go and poison my body more. No, I used gloves, and I did all this outside. But I already had a grate that had some resting on it already. So I laid some fabric on that, and this is the print that I got. I think it's actually pretty cool. And so I had several of those grates. So this one looks almost like a photograph because it printed so well. And here's a couple more. It's a little more patchy. I like that look too. And I'm using muslin. And I had a few other things that weren't as rusty, but I tried to rust them a bit and then did the printing, and it came out pretty cool. This is an old tin ceiling, and rusted. It was already halfway rusted, so I just encouraged it. Same thing here. And I think these came out pretty cool. There you go. So it was a lot of fun. Oh, I did some little, I had scraps of canvas, and I did some of those also. And those were fun. So anyway, so I was doing all this, and so when I was done, I go, well, that's fine and dandy. What am I going to do with it? Well, I had been working on a different project, a new thing. I like to challenge myself and put new things in my journals. So I was trying this new project, and I thought, and then it just came to me that this looked, to me, this looked it could go either like Western or also looked safari to me. Don't ask me, I mean, totally different directions and continents, but that's what it reminded me of. So I thought, well, I'm going to go the safari route on that new project that I was doing so that I could use some of these rusty pieces that I had. Okay, so this is what I came up with. I had, and let's see, I had this cute little elephant and a couple of beads, so I thought it'd be appropriate to put that there in the front. This is some sari silk that I had, and this is a button that I've had forever. Didn't know how I was going to use it, and I said, aha, it's perfect for this. So I have some of my wrist material here, and then this is some sample upholstery fabric that I have. So I did some stitching around here and put a button back there to secure the closure, and we'll look inside. Oh, before we go, let's see, this is, let me measure from here to here. This is approximately 5.5 by about 9.25. And it is almost 3 inches. Alright, so let's have it open. And when you open it up, You have several compartments here in the front. Also done with my rusted fabrics. This happens to be some canvas. And then I have a little book in here with a few pages that you can write on. I like little small things. And here is another one. So you have two here in the front, but there's still room for plenty of things to be stored in here. And then here I have an envelope that I put where I have these little, they look like airmail envelopes, but they're just pieces of paper that you can write on. And so I have two bundles that have 3 in there each, so you have a total of 6 of those little envelopes. Again, more space for writing. And then in here I have this envelope, and it has a few more cards that you can write on, all in keeping in the theme of Africa. Then here is this small journal, smaller hand journal that you can do some writing in also, and it has a few tags and a picture of this woman from Northern Africa, and then some papers that you can also write in. Alright, so that is there. And then of course you have the book itself, just a few pages. That you can write in. And there you go. So those go right there. Now, this right here, I was learning a new technique, like I said, and I wanted to incorporate it in here. So I tried to kind of, you know, have it go with the motif too. So I put a little elephant here and a giraffe and then some beads. And you just open it up this way. Well, before you open that up, oh, I already forgot. I forgot how to open up my own stuff. You want to open these first. And you just hold this down right here, do a little twist, and these open up into these cute little compartments. Aren't they cute? And in here I have a little locket that has a picture of a woman. I assume that this is the lady that went on safari. And here's a key, maybe to her luggage, because you know, women that went in safaris during this period of time, during the early 1800s, they had the bucks, you know what I mean? They had money to do stuff like that. So she had her own luggage. And then as she was doing her tours, she collected little things along the way, and she kept them in these little secret compartments. Alright, now we can open up this section. And in here she has some photographs. Now, she went on safari, but of course this was not a hunting safari. This was a photographic safari. So these are some of the things that, places she went and things that she saw along the way. And so you get the idea of that. She went by train, she went by plane, you name it, by bus. Alright, so those are in here. Then in this compartment, here are some handmade beads that she bought from some of the locals. some of the artisans. And in here are some stamps from some countries that don't exist anymore. They were overthrown or just merely changed their names. But here are a few. And she wanted to have those part of her memories. And then here are some cards that can easily be written on. Okay, so that is in these outer compartments. Let me close those up. Then you open it here, and here is a piece of fabric that she got from Central Africa that she really liked, so she wanted to keep a piece of that in there. And then again, some more areas where memories can be written on, and a couple of postcards, airmail postcards, 4 or 5 of those, and then a few of these larger postcards. There we go. So we'll put those back in there. Close that up. And then back here there's sections to put little cards also. Alright, now we come to the center, and here is a journal. Here's an envelope, and in this envelope she liked to sketch. So this is a sketch when they went to northern Africa up by Morocco and Marrakesh. And so these were the sights that she saw, the architecture she liked. This is where they stayed, various places. And then here is some fabric that she got, some silk that she got when she was in Marrakesh. So she kept a little piece of that in there. Alright, put that away. And now this journal also has some of the Russ dyed canvas on there. So we'll open that up. And in here are some places where, again, some more writing can be done. She went up to the Serengeti also. In here are a few small pieces that can be incorporated in the journal. So I included some of those in there. And then the journal itself has coffee dyed paper on some of them. Some are left plain. I have some stamping on some of these. And I also have some tabs that I sewed on. Some are fabric tabs and some are paper. Whatever suited my mood at the time. A couple of maps. Here a couple of showing some specimens of the butterflies in the area, and then when she went to the Ivory Coast, some of the shells. And then in here are some money from northern Africa when she was up there. Great. So, as you can see, there are many, many, many places to journal or to glue or to draw or whatever it is you like to do with your journal. So it has this journal, and then it has, oh, the other one's over there. So you have, hold on, you have this journal, you have this journal, and you have two smaller journals that you can write into. Okay, so that's about it. A lot to absorb, a lot to play with, a lot of time to make, but it was a lot of fun, and I wasn't sure what it was going to end up looking like. I had sort of a view of what I wanted it to be, and it came pretty darn close. I'm really happy with it. And so I hope I've inspired you to use maybe some different types of materials in a different way, different configuration, and you know, look in your stash and see what you can do. But I am done with this one, and I think it needs a new home. And as always, I hope the new home is with you.